How's it going, guys? So last night I attempted to make some speaker rings, and in the process I did use my router. I used a jigsaw and a router and a sander, because when you make speaker rings, they look pretty decent. They're not bad. But when you put a speaker in it, then you see all the places where it's not even. So when I go to put this together and fiberglass it, you're gonna see all that. So instead of messing with that, I went and I purchased myself a circle making jig. Now, I have not used this yet. I opened it, and full disclosure, I opened it, did a whole video, and realized afterwards that I did not press record. Live and learn, okay? So, here we are. We're gonna do this again, and I'll show you guys. I haven't used it. I just realized the video never recorded, so I shut it back down and walked away. So instructions. Now this is an offset base. Basically it's used for trimming edges and making nice edges around pieces of wood. Here is the long extension for making large circles. This will do up to 42-inch diameter. So if you want to make a table or something like that, this is the short extension. Like I said, I have not played with this yet. I do not know how everything works. Well, that's a pretty nice little lock and slide. That makes things pretty nice. Obviously you screw this end to your table and you slide that wherever you need it. Okay, for the long one, you attach this to this. Okay. This is the short one. This apparently will do 1.5 inches to 12 inches for the short one. So, which is most of what I'm going to be using. It also has a quick disconnect option on it, or feature on it. But apparently you replace the base plate on the router with this base plate somehow. We'll see how that works. And then there is a collar here, this quick connect collar, that actually just locks into this base, make things nice and easy. Obviously comes with a bit, a centering bit, and a drill bit. Comes with a cutting blade for the router. So it's a, all in all, full kit here. Seems to be pretty well built. Yes, it is plastic, but this is pretty thin. I mean, that's almost 1/2 inch plastic there, so that's pretty thick stuff. So enough with all that. We'll throw this out of the way. We are going to install the pieces for this guide. Now, you have to take the base plate off of your router, so we're going to do that. So that's factory base plate. Okay. Insert the appropriate end of the centering pin into the router's collet. Okay, so we need to pull our bit out of here. Get my wrench. Alright, so now that we're got this, we're going to pull our bit out. does come with a 1/4 inch collet for most of your standard bits. If you have bigger bits, it does have a 1/2 inch collet already in it. So put that in there. Now we are going to run the 1/4 inch collet end. Okay, so we're going to stick that down in there. We're going to install the provided bushing into the base plate by twisting the bushings. You're learning with me here, guys, so that's where we're at. Put that on, lock that back in place. Let's see where our screws should go. Bushing into base plate by twisting the bushing into the opening in the center of the base plate. So that piece is in the base plate. Alright, so now okay, here we go. This is how we insert our screws. So we'll tighten this up. And I didn't tighten this before because we're all learning this together. And excuse me if the heater's loud. Keep it nice and toasty in here. So that's in place. And we will get our screws. Not going to tighten it all the way up yet. Alright, well, that's not very sturdy. A little bit of a twist and it busted off. So, I guess from this point, we need to pull this out of here. Pull that 1/4 inch collet out. Take that 1/4 inch piece with it. I guess we're just going to run with a 1/2 inch because that seems a little odd that that just busted off that easy. All I did was turn the base plate to get another screw in. So, basically we'll run with this. Not exactly sure why that busted off. Oh, that clips the whole thing out. That makes it nice and easy. I guess I could have done that to start with, eh? So, learning with me. So if you actually take this lever here and pull it out, the base plate will pop out. It does not say that in the instructions. All right, so now we pull these back out. That one bolt hole did not line up. And I don't know if you can actually see this or not, but there's letters inside there. So we know that one didn't work. So we have, all right, so that one, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different slots. So obviously 3 screws. You have 3 different options for mounting, and that would be for whatever brand of router you have. So took that one a little bit too far to start with. So what I'm going to do now to center this is I'm going to just kind of push my plate down, kind of wiggle it, okay? And that way, since that center pin's gone, you can see it's centered because that piece is a cone. So it will self-center on that. So what we're going to do now is let's lock this in place. All right. Actually, let's put a little bit more down force on that. All right. So now that piece is centered on there. We can go ahead and tighten up our base plate. Okay, we'll release the pressure on that. And now this is centered, okay? So at this point, we can go ahead. I'm going to remove the base. We'll set that off to the side for the time being. Now, with this base, I don't see any reason why we'd ever need to remove that base. If we wanted to use this as the plunge base, all we would have to do is just pull that out, and now we have a regular base that we can use. So that's kind of nice. I don't see a reason to have to pull it off. Maybe there will be in the future. We'll have to see. Now what I will do is I will try and glue this back on here to see if we can make it straight again. Like I said, I don't know why it broke off so easy. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Maybe they should make a steel one just to be safe. So, but I believe, see, that doesn't even fit in there, so I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. So now, when we do go to use this, and actually we may not even need that collar in there all the time. Remove the bushing and centering pin when complete. All right, so yeah, remove the bushing. Now your guide plate's set up square. In the previous video, I said this would do up to 42 inches, and apparently, according to this, it will do up to 52 inches. So 52 inches for large circles. So small circle cutting, you have the guide base, okay? this sets right in here. Okay. Lock it into place. All right. So now you have your circle guide locked into the base. And then once you insert your center screw, that'll be your center point. You have measurements on both sides of this. All right. So no matter what side you're on, you have a measurement you can look at. So this piece slides into here. Once you get that center screw pushed down enough, it would be nice if they kept this center point square, because it's just a slot it slides into. So it would be nice if it would stay in one spot and not spin when you're trying to put it in the slot. So now, move this stuff out of the way. They do provide a screw for center pin. Obviously it's just a wood screw. You can use any other type of pin. Once you get your center cut and you find the center of your circle, all right, so say your screw is right here, all right, and you want to make a 11-inch circle. So you put your mark there, clamp that down, okay? And then this is essentially the center point right here in this. So it will spin on that center point and make you a perfect circle. So, as it sits right now, this is the first time I assembled the base on the plunge. And it looks to be pretty nice. It seems like it's gonna work out really well. I know there's that other like Jasper one where you just use the pins and you move the pin around the board. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. But other than that, we're gonna get to work, try and make some speaker rings, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, get the word out. We're trying to get this channel off the ground. I'm gonna work on my editing skills, obviously. I have some other videos already waiting to go up. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to edit them and what software. If you have suggestions, let me know. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks.